everyone, my name is David Sider. I'm the executive chef at the restaurant at Redstone Winery. This video is for those of you that order our Christmas package. So to all of you, thanks very much for your support and your support of the restaurant in these particular times. All the dishes really easy to finish at home, so they're going to be quick videos, quick little tutorials of how we finish them here. Obviously, if there's things you'd like to add or take away at home, you're more than welcome to do that as well. So we'll get started. So, first dish we're going to do for the Christmas package is the Endive and Ridicchio salad. So really easy, everything that you need is included in your package here. So all it is really is assembly. So we're just going to grab a plate, our Endive and Ridicchio here. You can just sort of spread out, maybe rip it up just a little bit as you see fit. Spread that out. And then we've got some sliced pear. The pears in your pack will not be sliced just because they would go brown, so you'll need to take care of that small step at home. You can just tuck as much of that in as you would like. We have some shaved fennel. We'll just put sort of some little pockets of the fennel throughout the salad there. Some crumbled blue cheese. That, depending on how large a fan of blue cheese you are, you can crumble this pretty liberally over the salad here. It's a really nice contrast to the bitterness of the endive and the radicchio. Some toasted walnuts. We'll drape over top as well. And then finally the walnut vinaigrette. So I always like to dress it a little bit lighter, and then just have some of this on the table as well, so your guests can add more as they see fit. Important as well to always give this dressing a really good stir before you take any of it. And there you have the finished endive and radicchio salad. Okay, so for the beetroot salad, really basically all it's left to do is dress it. So we've got the pistachio dressing. It is quite thick, so for me, the easiest way to dress it, I find, is just to put a couple tablespoons in the container there. Along with a little bit of salt and pepper, if you're so inclined. From there, I'll just put the lid back on and give it a good shake. So we'll open that up, grab our plate there. Oops. And I'll just take the salad. Spread that through the plate. And we've got some nice little fresh greens to finish it with. And that is our beetroot salad with pistachio and goat cheese. So now we're going to finish our roasted carrots with sunflower seeds and dill. So the carrots, we took care of roasting in advance, so you just heat them in the foil as per the instructions, so 425 for about 15 minutes or until hot. We're just going to take the lid off here. And then the carrots, you can put them either in a bowl or on a plate here. We're just going to spread them out. And just season them with a little bit of salt and pepper. And we'll finish them with a good pinch of toasted sunflower seeds. And lots of chopped dill. All right, so the next dish we're gonna finish is our roasted butternut squash with chorizo and brown sugar. So once again, butternut squash has been roasted in advance. So you're just gonna put that in your oven, 425 for about 15 minutes, or until it's warmed through. The vinaigrette, when you receive it, it's gonna be very, very thick just because the brown sugar all kind of solidifies in there. So you wanna heat that over a low temperature so as not to scorch it. And the squash, we're just gonna transfer onto a plate here. Well, it's already seasoned, so there's no need to salt, pepper, or anything like that. And then the vinaigrette here, you're just gonna make sure you get a good mix of the caramel as well as the oil and the chorizo there. And we're just gonna drip that over. This is really nice, like sweet, spicy, a little bit acidic condiment for the squash. So our next dish, and by far the easiest dish to finish, is the green beans with brown butter and almond. So again, these will go in the oven, 425. These will go a little bit less, probably only about 10 minutes to warm them through. The brown butter is already in the package with them, so when you get it, just sort of give it a little bit of a toss to coat them evenly in that. Open that up. Just give it a light little season with some salt and pepper. And I like to once again just give it a mix, make sure that the brown butter is coating the beans nice and even. There, we can just tip them into our serving container. We're going to finish with these toasted sliced almonds. Those are the green beans with brown butter and almond. So next dish we're going to finish is the grilled acorn squash with yogurt and pomegranate. So this is a really nice, like fresh side that you may not have in a typical holiday spread, but given that they're not typical holidays, I thought some untypical dishes might be a refreshing change as well. So this again, 425 for 10 to 15 minutes or until it's heated through. In the container, you've just got the squash warmed with a little bit of butter. Just take the squash out, spread it as you see fit across your plate there. It's already seasoned, so again, no salt, pepper, anything like that required. And then we're going to take the yogurt. If the yogurt in your pack's a little thick and doesn't quite want to drip over like this, you can add just a little bit of milk and mix that in to make it a touch more pourable. And we're just going to drip that over. Some pomegranate seeds. And then we'll finish with a little bit of arugula, as well as I've got just a touch of picked tarragon here. Like really any soft herb will do. You could use dill. If you wanted to, you could even use like something like cilantro, chive, parsley. And then just some little salad greens there to finish. That is our acorn squash with pomegranate and yogurt. So the final side dish we're going to show is our cauliflower gratin with pine nut gremolata. So this is the dish going to take the longest in the oven. It's going to take about 20 minutes at 425. When you bake it, you're going to want to bake it uncovered so that it can get some color on top, cook out some of that bechamel just a little bit. And then you'll finish it under a broiler. I'm going to use our salamander here, but at home you just use the broiler on your oven. So we'll take that out, put it under there. That'll be, just a minute or two until it starts to see a little bit of color. This dish you're going to want to serve right out of the foil. So you get that nice crust on top. Although, if you'd like, you can put the foil on a plate just to prevent some burns. And then we've got our pine nut gremolata. So it's just a little dressing of pine nuts, garlic, lemon, and parsley. If it's a little bit thick when you get it, or a little bit cool, just add a touch more olive oil. And you can pretty liberally drip that over the gratin there. So what we've got here is our herb roasted, it's the bacon wrapped beef tenderloin. If you selected that protein option, so the beef will come all wrapped in bacon with the herbs tied, ready to cook at home. You can just cook this straight in the oven, no searing or anything like that required. Cook it at about 375 degrees. You can go as high as 425 if you want to crisp the bacon up a little bit more. And then as far as temperatures are concerned, the internal temperature that you're aiming for medium rare is about 130, for medium 140, medium well 150, and then finally well done would be about 160. And you want to take the meat off about 10 degrees prior to that. Just tent it lightly in foil and let it rest. And as it's resting, that extra 10 degrees is gonna happen. So you take it out here. If you've got just a little knife or a set of scissors, you can cut off the twine. You can take that off as well as the herbs here. Obviously leaving a few on there is no problem. Okay. And then to carve this, you're just going to want a sharp knife. And you'll carve it in about half-inch slices. So we'll spread those throughout. You can just finish the meat with some of the red wine jus that we provided there. If you have a large flake sea salt, that's a nice finishing salt for some meat as well. And that is that. So last dish we're going to finish here is our turkey breast. So it's roasted turkey breast with like a truffle breadcrumb kind of stuffing underneath the skin there. The skin will get quite crisp during cooking. Based on that, I like to use a serrated knife to carve it rather than just a slicer or something like that. Just to get you through that first little bit there without tearing it up too much. It is a bit messy to carve, so don't stress about that. Take these, just lay those down. There we are. Alright, so we've got everything finished up. So if you've been cooking along, you've got a spread, a lovely holiday spread looking something like this. I'll leave you to enjoy it, but thanks for cooking along and thank you again for your support.